Hey everyone, welcome back to Ajiaquitos Club. I'm Camila.
I'm Rosie. Today, we're diving into a pretty hot topic. Should education be completely free?
Yeah, this is one of the big questions that affect so many people students, parents, taxpayers, everyone really.
Absolutely. So, let's break it down. Should we start with the reasons why education should be free?
Sure, one of the main arguments for free education is that it promotes equality. When education costs are too high, it limits access mostly to people who can afford it.
Right. And that means talent students from low income families might miss out on opportunities just because they can pay. That's a huge problem for social mobility.
Exactly. Plus, when education is free, you get a better educated workforce. Countries like Finland and Germany offer free educations and have some of the strongest economies and the highest literacy rates.
I love that example. It really shows how investing in education benefits everyone in the long run, not just individuals but society as a whole.
Education reduces students' debt. When people aren't drawing in loans, they can focus more on their careers and even continue learning new skills later in life.
Now, on the flip side, free education is not without its challenge. One big issue is cost. Governments have to pay for it, usually through taxes.
And higher taxes aren't always popular. Plus, some argue that if universities rely only on government funding, they might lose motivation to innovate or maintain quality.
Yeah. And what about fairness? Should someone who can afford to pay for college get it free too? Some people think free education should be targeted only to those who need it.
That's a tough balance to find, but what about the concern that free education could lead to overcrowding or lower standards?
That's definitely a risk. If there's no cost barrier, more people may enroll, which could strain resources and reduce the quality of education.
Looking at real examples, the US mostly has paid education and students' debt is a huge problem.
But financial aid and scholarships help some students. Meanwhile, countries Norway and Sweden offer free education. Right. But financial aid and scholarships help some students. Meanwhile, countries Norway and Sweden offer free education but have higher taxes and support that system.
I've also heard about income share agreements, where students don't pay upfront but repay a percentage of their income later. That seems like a creative middle ground.
Yeah, it aligns payment with ability to pay interesting model.
So, Rosie, after all this, what do you think? Should education be completely free?
Honestly, I think education should definitely be accessible to everyone, but how it is funded is tricky part. Free education sounds amazing, but it has to be sustainable and mainly quality.
I agree. Education is an investment in the future, and finding the right balance between free access and funding is key.
Exactly. Well, that's all for today episode, and thanks for listening.
Don't forget to tell us what you think. Should education be free? We'd love to hear your thoughts.